Let's be honest. Some people don't actually want to heal. They want the idea of healing without giving up the identity they built around their pain. Because if you grew up in chaos, then peace doesn't feel like healing. It feels like nothing. And emptiness? That's more terrifying than pain. Beneath the comedy, beneath the animal gags, there's something brutally human about Bojack. It's not a show about depression. It's a show about knowing exactly what's wrong with you and still choosing destruction. Bojack doesn't need a therapist to diagnose him. He already knows. Just like many people today, hyper self-aware, emotionally literate, and yet still stuck in the same cycles. Why? Because awareness doesn't heal you. Comfort does. Repetition does. Familiar pain does. Bojack once said, "I wish I could be someone else, but I don't know who without all this." That's the core wound. If I let go of my pain, then who am I? Some people cling to trauma because it gives them a role. The damaged one, the misunderstood one, the tragic genius, the one who almost made it. And let's be real, you get addicted to that role. It gives you a script. It gives you permission. It gives you a reason to not change. Healing threatens that identity, so you reject it, while still posting quotes about self-love online. Bojack is addicted not just to alcohol, but to chaos. Every time things start going well, he ruins it on purpose. Why? Because when your nervous system is wired in chaos, peace feels unnatural. Your mind goes, something's off. Things are too calm. Let's destroy it before it destroys me. Ever met someone who sabotages good relationships? Who picks fights when things get too quiet? Who ghosts when they start to feel seen? That's not stupidity. That's the shadow trying to return home. And home is chaos. There's a generation right now that is extremely self-aware. We know our traumas. We can name our attachment styles. We speak fluent therapy language, yet we're still stuck because we confuse knowing with doing. And Bojack is the perfect embodiment of that gap. He sits in his mansion, drunk, whispering, "I know I'm the problem." And millions of viewers relate, not because they're clueless, but because they know and still don't move. Here's the truth nobody admits. Redemption is scary because once you heal, you lose your excuse. If you get better, you can't keep saying, "This is just how I am." If you grow, you're no longer the tragic hero. You become responsible for your life. And some people would rather stay hurt than step into that responsibility. Bojack would rather drown than admit he's worthy of being saved. Sound familiar? Pain isn't just pain. Pain becomes a drug when it gives you a feeling of aliveness. That's why people revisit old wounds like they're comfort shows. They replay arguments in their head. They stalk old memories. They reopen scars just to feel something. Bojack hurts himself because he doesn't know how to exist without the sharp clarity that pain brings. A numb soul would rather bleed than feel nothing. How to break the cycle. If you see yourself in Bojack, here's the shift. 1. Notice when you're bored with peace. When things are calm, your urge to create drama is your shadow asking for chaos. 2. Replace chaos with challenge. The soul doesn't want peace, it wants intensity. So redirect it, not self-destruction, but purpose-driven intensity. Gym, craft, mission. 3. Give yourself a new identity to grow into. Identity is stronger than discipline. Instead of "I am broken," try "I am becoming dangerous." In control, sharp, awake. You don't heal by fixing yourself. You heal by becoming someone new who no longer relates to your old wounds. So here's your challenge. This week, notice one moment where you're about to ruin something good. A connection, a routine, a moment of peace. Pause. Ask, am I seeking chaos or growth? Then choose growth, even if it feels boring at first. That small rebellion against your old identity, that's how you win your inner war.